fin de la guerre,
Never again.
les délégués de 50 nations se réunissent à San
Before the
Francisco
war's over,
pour jeter les bases de l'Organisation des Nations
came
Unies.
together in San Francisco to set up the United Nations.
Tâche difficile, incertaine, inaboutie.
This organization would be in charge of resolving future conflicts.
Est né du refus de la guerre. En 1948,
The European
se
idea
tient à La Haye un grand
was born
congrès.
of an idea refusing war.
C'est le début d'une longue et difficile marche des pays européens pour
This
se
was the
rassembler dans
beginning
une communauté de destin.
of a long, difficult process
Sous l'impulsion de
of
Robert
Britain's
Schuman et des autres
reconciliation
pères fondateurs,
towards a shared
commence à se
destiny.
construire l'Europe fondée sur les valeurs de la démocratie.
But slowly Europe was developed under the head of democracy.
Ensemble. Elle se fera par des réalisations concrètes.
Europe is an act of faith. It must bring the countries together. It must be based on solidarity between the different nations.
Depuis le traité de Rome en 1957, l'Europe
Treaty of Rome in
a son unité
1957
économique et politique. Elle est aujourd'hui facteur de
launched
paix,
Europe
de progrès
towards
pour les 28 pays qu'elle
present political and economic unity. Today, 28 countries comprise the European Union.
And stars have replaced the man in black on the map drawn in the sun.
Stars.
Well, Europe's had a dark future, and the whole point of the European Union is to bury that future and to ensure that, bury that past and ensure that the future is not as dark as it. In many ways, the events that took place on these beaches here 70 years ago laid the template and the foundations for the modern Europe we live in today. It was a war against totalitarianism, a war in support of democracy, and we see the fruits here 70 years on of democracy triumphant in Europe.
Soixante-dix ans après, les ennemis d'hier se retrouvent.
70 years later, yesterday's enemies have come together hand in hand to show fraternity. On the left-hand side, Léon Gauthier, one of the commandos of the Free French, and on the right, Johannes Bonner, who was a lieutenant in the German army.
L'image de Léon Gauthier et Johannes Borner, ce geste de paix est un geste d'avenir. Et il nous invite à le
This
faire.
gesture of reaching out for peace is a way of reaching out towards the future. We in our turn should do the same. So the spirit of freedom
1944, une journée qui a marqué pour toujours.
that was sown on this beach survives forever. So that we know June 6, 1944 is a date to mark the history of humanity.
And so the new generation lines up with the old to the strains of Bach. To Beethoven, I beg your pardon. If things had been different, we might all have been listening to Wagner today, but Beethoven won the day.
Ode to Joy, the official European hymn.
have the blue, white and red of a French flypast, ladies and gentlemen.
In fairness, it's not only the French flag that bears the red, white and blue.
No, but look at the order of the smoke, Adrian. Give the French their moment. And you were right, pyrotechnics. Has to be pyrotechnics. And there you have it. The Atlantic Wall replaced by a wall of flags, 28 flags of 28 member states. And some foreign friends included. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that at home. Quite a stirring and moving, dramatic recreation through dance of the Second World War. The former President Valéry Giscard d'Estaing there talking to François Hollande.
Look who's next to him.
Yes.
Former President Nicolas Sarkozy.
Former Prime Minister Edith Cresson. Of course, Jean-Marc Ayrault, Hollande's first Prime Minister there.
Laurent Fabius.
I imagine that is the mayor of the local town, as he's wearing his sash. And these presumably will be local dignitaries of some kind.
I'll just put in a word, as we saw a lively church there. Of course, and also since earlier I gave an excerpt from the address from General Eisenhower saying this is a crusade. Let's bear in mind that not everyone under arms in the French forces or others were Christian, but also Muslims, notably from North Africa, who helped liberate Europe at great cost.
So, as you can see, President Hollande is making his way around the crowd, saying his hellos and goodbyes. Veterans are hugging for one last time. And the international ceremony commemorating the 70th anniversary of the invasion of France and D-Day appears to be winding down to a close. Now, we, of course, will be revisiting all the events of the day during our regular news broadcasts later on, when we'll be giving you an overview and a summing up of what happened. Notably, it saw some political meetings going on the fringes between Presidents Obama, Putin and Poroshenko, but now we're going back to our regular news broadcasts.